Your
'Cause-
hospitality, like your whole family hospitality, is like 10 out of 10. Like,
Wow. You'll always.
what do you see you're afraid of? Like, I don't know.
What I'm afraid of is I am the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like all my family will go away before me.
Oh wow.
That's one of my fears. I'll be left alone.
Yeah.
That's why he bought his own house and stayed there. Right?
Ah,
That is so contradicting, right?
You don't care. Where did this thought come from, though? Like, how did that pop into your mind?
This has been brought up with our one of our topics, like Filipino. They're really like family oriented. I know here in America, once you're 18, you can do whatever you want. Like,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
get out, find your job, find your own place.
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, I think that's quite. It would be a taboo for us to leave.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Majority of us would still stay.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Stay with their parents until they graduate college.
Until if they're not married yet,
They will
or
stay.
They will stay.
Yeah,
And
that's
if there's
how-
no need to move out, it's like a sense of being a family and also practicality.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, how does that now that you guys have like transitioned over to America? Does that kind of impact that in a way?
We have to adjust,
Mm-hmm.
but I think our character as a Filipino is still stronger. We still try to get together as a
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
as much as possible.
I guess one part that affects that is how the society sees us. And if you're younger, then that affects you more. But as you grow older, the more you care less
Right.
about what other people think. And I think that's one thing that's important, that we should never live for someone else.
Because I feel
At least that's how I see it. If you're happy and you're not doing anything that will affect anyone, I think you're living your life.
Interesting. So, would you both say like moving to America made you all stronger in certain areas and all like how?
Definitely strong. Moving to a different place
Was
makes
scary.
you. I mean, it's scary. Like
Yeah.
you have to start from nothing.
Yeah.
You have to start from
For
zero.
college.
And then every time I go to school, like you meet new people, and here in America, when I studied, like, of course, it is community college, not a typical university. So your classmates are not as the same age group that you are. Their interests and things in life are totally
Yeah.
different. Some of them are just like studying for fun. Some of them are just like transitioning to a different industry.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And I think moving here in America makes everyone stronger and
Yeah.
braver.
Mhm.
Just by thinking of moving somewhere you don't even know
Right.
is something that
Yeah. I still remember the day that we were about to leave. I was crying because I was just making this connection with my friends, and I'm just about to lose that and start from zero. Like when I first got here, I think it took me just to adjust in school. It took me at least 6 months.
Wow.
And the hard part is, so in the Philippines we study English every year. We have an English class, but
I think even starting from grade
First grade.
First grade.
yeah, first grade.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean I can understand it, but we don't really practice it.
Right.
I mean, we would practice it, but mix it with our own language.
Mhm.
We call it Taglish, or sometimes it depends on where you are. But the hard part was I had to translate it first before saying it. So every time I would talk to someone, I would translate what I would say, and then I would try to assume what they would say back. So I have it ready.
Oh, wow.
What I would
Okay.
what's gonna be my response.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it was hard. So the moment I knew I was getting better is when it didn't have to translate in my head.
Mhm.
Like I just say it. Like yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
ask a weird question. So
Yeah.
when you first came to America, do you detect our different accents, or how did
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
did that make it like really difficult, or
Everyone is like there's accent from like I don't know, like from northern accent or southern accent.
I didn't know there was a
Totally different.
southern and northern accent. And- At first, when I first got here, I'm like, huh? I'm like, say it again. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying.
when someone is making jokes in
Mhm.
class, even I don't understand it,
I just laugh.
That explains why you were laughing all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. See, it was not genuine.
No, it wasn't genuine.
But
I'm taking
it's
notes.
a good thing too, like that we can't like keep up with the accents because
Yeah.
sometimes if someone is like bad mouthing you,
Mm.
At
it
least-
doesn't affect us because
Yeah.
we don't even understand what
Right.
you're talking about. My sister, she was still studying nursing,
Mhm.
and she told me this story. Like someone told her that she's too short, and like in an offensive way.
Okay.
In an offensive way, like hey, you're too short. And another lady, like maybe another classmate, is trying to tell her, hey, don't you mind it? Like this
Yeah.
lady is
Yeah.
trying to what being offensive.
Yeah.
My sister, she doesn't even know that like she's
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
offend her. So it doesn't bug
Yeah.
her.
I mean, that's good because even like me, like now that I'm trying to be more mature, right? When you do get those insults, it's kind of more
Mhm.
like, okay, how do you handle that? And like even like now, this newer me that I'm working on,
Mhm.
right? It's just letting it go, right? Just,
RJ's always knew everything.
No, I really am. Like I'm in a whole nother like space now, so I'm trying to be more positive. So
Yeah.
like when those
Which is a
insults
good
come-
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. I just had a funny encounter yesterday. Actually, I was at a stoplight, right? So it's like 2 lanes here,
Mhm.
like 2 lanes here.
Uh-huh.
These 2 lanes, I'm over here. This lane here. We're both turning left. It's a red light. Told you, I have integrity, so there's no cars around me. This lady me out. I have a red light, and again, all the other lights are green. So in theory, I could have ran that light, and no one would notice.
Mhm.
But nope, I'm a good person. I'm going to wait.
Mhm.
Of course, I hear boom, boom, boom. I hear music going. There's a car beside me. Just shoo, floors the red light.
Oh.
Okay. I laughed and I said, "You're silly. Just your luck, or just our luck. I'm just gonna catch you at the next light, and we're both gonna sit there beside
Right,
each other."
Yeah.
exactly.
So of course, I'm waiting for another like 5 minutes or so, and then some more cars come behind me, so that triggers the light to turn green. So now we're turning green. I'm turning the light. Of course, I'm taking my time. Go to the next light. Guess who's beside me?
That's
the
it.
part I ran
Yeah.
And so, of course, I'm a little petty. Just a little bit, not a lot of petty. So I get in the lane beside him, and I roll up slow, window down. And I did.
No, this is what you're talking about. The other side.
And I'm not that tall. I'm not that muscular or anything like that. And this dude is like a 6-foot giant. Masculine, all masculine.
Oh, what was his reaction or her
So
reaction?
it was a guy. He's very very rough. Like, I don't want to take him off. His seat was leaning back and forth. He raised his seat up, so I'm over here. He's over here. He looks at me. I look at him. You stupid.
You said that?
Yeah. Yeah. And I laughed and I said that was just stupid because now look at us. Now we see here. And he looked at me. He started laughing. He said, "I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm thinking." You go ahead and say what I'm thinking. He said, "Hey, I know you're laughing at me because I could just wait a red light and I did all this and now we're sitting here beside." I said, "Exactly." So lesson learned in that situation. Everyone moves at their own different pace.
Mhm.
But we're gonna get to the same spot.
Yeah.
So patience is key, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my little highlight of yesterday. But when it comes to friends,
Wait,
what do you
hold on.
look
I'll
for?
be right back.
Well, when it comes to friends, then I mentioned this on my last podcast with Maren. Like, I'm an introvert person.
Mhm.
Like, I think most people are majority are
Mhm.
introvert. They just don't know about it.
Right.
But I don't approach someone if I don't have to,
Yes.
or like if there's no purpose of approaching someone.
Yes.
So I think that's a sign of being introvert.
Mhm.
So when it comes to friends, as long as you're genuine and as long as our principles connect, like
Right.
in life, then I think we'll be good friends.
See, that's what
See,
I'm talking
he
about.
said the same thing I said, but in a better way.
That's why, like, to me, I can relate because I'm also an introvert versus this one right here is an extrovert.
Oh no, I'm an introvert.
I don't think you are.
I'm a what?
I don't think
Look,
you are.
RJ. When
You are very outgoing. Like, I give you that. Like, if I had to pull
Are
all
you
my list,
outgoing?
he's the person that would go up to a stranger in a heartbeat. Hey, how are you? To me, what I've seen.
Oh, so that's your
Oh.
impression of it.
That's
Okay,
my
good,
impression.
good. Wait, let's talk more about what's your
really.
impression with Miriam.
Every time I come around you, there's always new people in the group, and from what my impression is, you are the one outsourcing these people.
well, I guess back then,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Okay, well, things have changed.
Or maybe because he used to start party.
Yeah.
That's why people reach out to him. Because I remember we went like what 3, 4 years ago, or we
When
when
we're
you're
still in
still
college.
yeah, we're still in college. Like
We used
he
to throw a
throws
party. Yeah. And then I guess that's how our group grew because
Yeah.
I basically meet this hundreds of people and I just train them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We kept us hostage. Do you guys have the same culture over there where you're from, like the parties and things like that, or was that just kind of new for your family over here?
Uh, I'm gonna say it's a mix.
Okay.
Because in the Philippines, when you watch American movies, they
Mhm.
party a lot. So I guess we tried to live that
Okay.
expectations when we moved here. So I'm like, you know what? When I move there, I'm gonna do that, do that. I mean, we like because when we party, there's more of a chill, like
Yeah.
not here. We just sit down, talk, and then have
And
fun.
that's already party for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things have probably changed. It's probably changed over there now, but that's
Yeah.
back in the days.
Back in the days, yeah.
That's interesting. So like even like my perspective, that is all like fantasy to be like. Even I know that's like our movies and things like that. The
Uh-huh.
party and stuff. That's not really true. Like we're not really
Yeah.
do that. So then here you
So
are.
you confirm that that's not really true, right?
No. Not at all.
Like I guess from the movies we see just high school students are partying like crazy. That never really happens.
No, not at all.
When we were in the high school, we never went to a party and then drinks. Like
Yeah.
But here though, like BYOB, like bring your own beer is a thing.
yeah,
In the
Yeah.
Philippines,
No.
no, bring your own self is a thing.
You guys have been cheap on us. That's what I'm saying. So
No.
we have to bring out.
Well, on my initial parties, I never asked anyone to bring
It's
your.
true.
For all the parties that you have missed.
You see
Yeah.
how he just hit me in my heart. That's crazy.
For all the parties that
Tell me
you
how
have
you
missed,
really feel.
I never asked them to bring anything. That's why every time people would come here, they're like, "There's food." Like, I guess it's taboo for them that to have food on a party.
You know, your
It's-
hospitality, like your whole family hospitality, is like 10 out of 10. Like,
Wow. You'll always
Yeah.
be invited, RJ.
honestly, your hospitality is like amazing.
It's the Filipino culture.
Okay.
Like every time we would go to a friend's house, they like their parents would be like, "Oh, feed him, feed her."
Or
like,
at least would ask, "Oh, did you already eat?"
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a common thing. Like if you
Yeah.
visit a friend's house in the Philippines,
Uh-huh.
and their mom, right, we even call them like aunties.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like even we're not related.
Right. No, we have that over here. Like growing up, I have like plenty of aunties that are really my aunties.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Is it-
my culture is more. I'm having a party.
Mhm.
I may order you a pizza.
Yeah.
But if you hungry, you better Uber eat something. So that's just interesting though.
Yeah.
So I watch you.
That's why it's engraved to us. Like, remember when you got here, I asked you, "Have you eaten Arjun?" It's out of nature. I don't know. Even though, I'm like, why did I ask that? Why did I ask
What
that?
I feed him?
Well, 10 out of 10 of you both. You all are. One day I aim to be like you all.
It's to our parents. That's how they
Well,
raised
thank
us.
you, parents. Thank you. You guys did a great job. Great job. One day I'm gonna be like you all. One day.
One day.
10 years from now. Maybe 20.
20 years, a long time.
But I thank you all for having me.
Well, thank you, RJ, for for being our first and most special guest ever.
I'm
Yeah,
honored.
being the first is already special.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we were thinking, me and Kramat were like, to change it a bit, we need a guest. And then when we went to Charlotte, I'm like, oh, RJ is the perfect first guest.
No, for sure. I would like to say I'm an open book.
We're gonna see more of RJ.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're gonna see
whenever
more.
you all want me, I will make myself available. Ask me any questions. I am open book. Nothing's off the table, I guess. Yeah. But no, thank you all for having me. Again, anytime you all would like for me to be here, I'm available.
I thought your schedule was.
See the lights?
I will make it work.
Oh, wow.
That's a priority.
That's how special we
This
are.
is
for
how
RJ.
special we are to
Absolutely.
RJ.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you, RJ.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, RJ.
Thank you very much. It was nice seeing you all. And until next time.
All right. Thank
Thank
you
you,
guys
guys.
for watching.
Yep, hit the like button if you want to see more of RJ.